Hello, this is Type, and this is the fourth week of the UPA. And we are facing Greg, and I don't know much about Greg except that he is some kind of a big name, apparently, or maybe not big. Rising, being in the Discord chat, some kind of a mod and everything, and having some nice views on his videos and all that. And he drafts very nice teams. I've noticed that too. I was hoping he would be 3-0, like I am, so it would be like another very cool clash. Unfortunately, he lost to an agility Diggersby last round, so this time, I mean, I'm the only team at 3-0, but definitely still very cool, high quality clash coming up, I hope. And let's go and see the teams. So there it is: Magiarna, Mesprit, Garchomp, Molotov. Wait, this is my D-League team. Okay, here is his team. Wait, there's the same ones: Magiarna, Garchomp, Molotov, Mesprit. Interesting. But I guess he noticed what works. I was actually undefeated in the D-League, and when it died. And actually, I never faced Greg here, but he had a very cool team. I really wanted to play against him. Like, look at this, Tapu Lele, the broken thing. He had some annoying shit like Pyukumuku, Alamarvak, Alamak, Jiraiya. So yeah, would have, and Mamos one, like, holy shit, that would have been a tough matchup, but like, yeah, let's forget about this. Here we have Magiarna, Nihiligo, Crobat, Hylilis, Serena, Stunfisk, Megalopony, Garchomp, Melodic, Alolan Persian, Mesprit, and Talonflame, and Magiarna and Garchomp are his Z move users. Like, finally we have some good Z move choices there. He made a free agency to have Mesprit over Seismitoad, and I really like Mesprit. It's a great mon, very versatile, very unpredictable in the formats. I like it a lot. That's why I had it in the D-League too. And my team just real quick glance at it. So I have Victini, Blissey, Fortress, Whimsicott, Sneasel, Palossand, Mega Man, Electric, Toxapex, Gyarados, Mimikyu, Quaxer, and the Alolan Executor. And this week I really wanted to bring Stall because offensively his team is very scary. It's very fast. I don't think I can really beat his offense with my offense, but instead my like defensively my mons just match up very well against him. Like Magiarna and Lopunny, they can't do much about Victini. Toxapex has a very good matchup. Blissey just obviously checks every special offensive mon. So I decided to bring Stall. And obviously with Stall, let me show the team here, you can see. With the Stall, especially in this kind of format, it's just very important to make sure that like you don't lose to setup, you don't lose to mons setting up subs on you, so I have to have some tricks up in my sleeve. So let's start with the team. So I have this Fortress here, first of all, Cone 2012, and we have just Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Volt Switch, Earthquake, especially defensive spread. So of course, like Fortress is here just to set up rocks, like spin opposing hazards away. Volt Switch is there for the obvious momentum, and Earthquake is my main offensive move because it hits things like mainly Nihiligo, Magiarna, Stunfisk, Hylisk, and like all those mons also hit me from the special side, so that's why I have especially defensive spread this time. I believe Earthquake I'm not sure if it goes to Nyaligo, but at least does like 80%, if I remember correctly. So this just, I can switch into it, and unless it's like gonna hit HP fire on the switch, I can take and hit above fire. I'm not sure if I can, if it's specs, but if it is, then I know that Blissey is just my switch into it every time. And but definitely Nyaligo is someone that I'm a bit worried about. Next up we have my Kekkonen the Quagsire, and we've got this kind of set. We have Earthquake, Ice Punch, Recover, Curse. Of course Unaware as the ability, and Leftovers. So this is my main answer to the guard jump. It should not be able to beat me 1v1 unless it is Bandit. I'm not exactly sure about like Life Orb or Dragon Fang, if they can 2KO me with Outrage, but I have another mon which can take care of those sets. I figured that Curse is pretty cool because I can set up on the guard jump without it being able to beat me, if it's bulky or SD or something like that. I'm only expecting either Scarf or Bandit guard jump, because Scarf basically it checks my offense, like it outspeeds Scarf 15, so that's why I'm expecting a Scarf guard jump, or Bandit because it breaks my walls pretty much. So that's why Bandit jump would make sense. The problem with this set is that it kinda loses to Talonflame, I feel. So, like, basically the only way for me to beat Talonflame is to just freeze it with an Ice Punch. Of course, if I set up curses on it, I can just punish it on a Roost. So that's a thing too, actually. So I don't exactly lose to it, I think, after all. Of course, what I have to... like, I have to scout for a possible Grass Natural Gift or Power Herb Solar Beam on the Talonflame. And like definitely whenever I have Talonflame in front of this, I'm gonna switch straight into Toxapex first to scout for that kind of things on the Talonflame. Yeah, max HP, max defense to take on the guard jump especially. Of course, like this is very good against the Crobat as well, unless it's especially offensive. I kinda doubt that though, because I have Blissey, so bringing especially offensive Crobat doesn't really make any sense, I think, at least. And next, just my Blissey. Very like standard set, Wish, Softball, Heal Bell, Seismic Toss. I don't like have Protect. Like somebody could think that I need Protect for Megalopony, but no, I definitely don't need. This is not my answer to Lopunny at all. I have faced Lopunnies before in the league format, and they can sub on you if you protect in an obvious situation. So yeah, Softball is better. I guess Protect might be nice against some kind of a setup Magiarna if I need to get one like recovery of the leftovers, but I think I can play around with the Magiarna well enough. By the way, the thing with Quagsire that I have to note is that Magiarna doesn't have to bring Energy Ball, in my opinion. I'm expecting, I mean, if he wants to prepare for stall, I think the best set honestly would be Calm Mind. But I don't know what he's expecting. But either Calm Mind or mixed Shift Gear would be his choice. But I don't think that mixed Shift Gear provides him enough coverage. I think like some kind of optimal like coverage would be Steel, Fairy, Electric. At least against what I'm bringing. So it could be like Flare Cannon, Iron Head, and Thunderbolt. Or Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt if he's Calm Mind. But if he's Flare Cannon, he two-shots physically defensive Quagsire, and he doesn't have to care about the special attack drops because I'm unaware. So I have to keep that in mind. And yeah, as I said, he won't need energy ball at all. The thing with Batlle obviously is that he has a lot of volt switchers, so I can't really gain momentum against those, like Hilalisk, or what else did he have? Yeah, Magiarna is the other one, and Stunfisk too. But this is probably my main switch into Nihiligo, and I mean I can just go switch into Milotic and set up wishes. Mesprit is a bit of a problem because it can do pretty much anything. But yeah, I'm just I'm just gonna provide here wishes and especially heal bells, because toxics, burns, stuff like that might be annoying. And Seismic Toss is my offensive move. Luckily he does not have any ghost type moves. Right, yeah, he doesn't. Okay, so next is my Whimsicott. So it's Taunt, Hindenburg Ground, Stun Spore, Moonblast with Prankster and the spread. So I have them. I have enough defense to take 2 Bandit Earthquakes from the guard jump. So Quagsire deals with pretty much every other kind of guard jump spread except for Bandit, or sets except for Bandit. So that's why I need another mon to deal with that. That's my Whimsicott, and I can just I can either Stun Spore or Moonblast it to revenge it. Of course I switch into Outrages and I kind of prevent him from clicking Outrages at like will. So that's nice. Stun Spore I feel can be very important. It helps me speed control stuff like, I guess the most important things are Crobat, Talonflame, even though I don't think he's gonna bring both because of my Maniac trick. And whichever he does bring, if I can Stun Spore them, that would be amazing. My main priority with Whimsicott, however, is the guard jump if it's Bandit. And I have like Ground, as you saw with Fortress. Ground is a very good coverage against his team, so I have Hindenburg Ground, Moonblast for guard jump for Mega Lopunny. Of course, Lopunny is something I want to paralyze as well. And Taunt I think is cool. I'm not 100% sure about Taunt yet. Maybe for the Persian it's nice. I gotta switch into Persian, I can Taunt it and Moonblast. So maybe I'll keep it. The other option is Encore. I don't really need Encore though, because I think that Quagsire should be able to check all his possible setup. And like every other kind of setup like Nasty Plot, Crobat, Shift Gear, Command, Magiarna get checked by Stun Spore. And but yeah, SD Kite Jump, SD Talonflame get checked by Quagsire. I don't think anything else in his team really get any setup, so maybe Persian, I don't know, but I'm not really worried about that. What else is there? I mean, I could go with like third coverage option, I could go for knockoff, but I think I'm gonna go with Taunt nonetheless. Speed I have for the Nihiligo. I don't really need it for the Persian, I think, because I can just Stun Spore or Taunt it with my Prankster anyway. And I'm not sure like if I'm even expecting that really. I guess Taunt is very nice just for like anti-taunting, because Taunt is of course very good move against Stall, so I think I'm gonna keep Taunt. Okay, next is a very heat set. So this is a bulky Victini with V-Create Bolt Strike, Light Screen, Taunt, and leftovers with this kind of spread, 56 attack, and rest in HP and defense with an impish nature. So This thing is amazing. In the optimal situation, I'm gonna 1v1 the following ones. Magiarna, I guess Serena, Milotic, and maybe Talonflame too. At least those. And yeah, Milotic is one of them. So it requires the T-Spike supports that I have on Toxapex, but we create with this attack investment kills max HP Magiarna. Bot Strike is my main way to hit the Milotic. If there was no Magiarna, I would go definitely for Zen Headbutt over Big Rate. But unfortunately that's not the case, so I have to go for Big Rate. But like, even this coverage is very good against this team. There's like, what does this not hit? Guard Jump is the only thing. And I have 2 moves to check it, so yeah, should be fine. Light Screen I can just click against. I'm probably, like, if I bring this against Magiarna, I'm probably gonna click Light Screen because he's probably gonna switch straight into Milotic, and I can proceed to just 1v1 him. Clicking both strikes and taunts so he can't recover. If I have the toxic up, he will take some residual damage, and I can just keep clicking the bolt strike to weaken the Milotic. So yeah, that's my idea with the big team. It definitely will need the wish support by the Blissey, but I'm really excited for this set. So I'm very interested to see how this works. So of course with this defensive investment I also take on the Lopunny very well, and Crobat and things like that. So last I have Toxapex with also a pretty interesting spread. Scald, Toxic Spikes, Liquidation and Recover. So Toxic Spikes are very important to whittle down a lot of his mons, especially I think Lopunny and Milotic. Maybe Stunfisk if it brings that to. Of course it's nice against Serena Hilalisk. It pressures Serena a lot because if he doesn't bring Crobat, then it is his hazard remover and it will get poisoned. Of course it could carry aromatherapy. But yeah, I have Scald and Liquidation, so basically they hit different things. Scald is very nice, spammable move against Crobat and Lopunny and Persian, for example. While Liquidation is there mainly for the Nihilego, it's easily to hit KOs. Nihilego, and also with this attack investment, I think I break a sub by Lopunny or Guard Jump. I think it was Lopunny though. So I'm just making sure that it doesn't get to set up power-up punches or anything against me. So that's the idea with this 24 attack investment. Of course recover here for extra health. But yeah, this is my team. I think I got explained it pretty thoroughly. How do you even say that? I'm bad at English. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna live record this because you know, it might take, the match might last a while. So next, let's jump into my post commentary. Hey, okay, here we are with match, and actually made one change. I actually gave Quagsire Waterfall over Ice Punch after all because I figured that Talonflame could carry Taunt, so I may not be able to set up curses on it. So I decided to go for Waterfall because it still hits Crobat and Guard Jump, and it also hits Talonflame a bit harder. And I'm very glad I did because, as you can see, he brings Talonflame. And he also brings Lopunny, Milotic, Guard Jump, Crobat and Magiarna. So he brings all the threats, which in this case is very good because these are basically the 6 mons that I prepped the most for. Maybe not Talonflame as much, but it should not be able to break my core, so I guess I first just want to say that if like people from Greg's channel are coming here to complain about me playing Stall, I'm just gonna say that cool, I don't really care. Stall is viable playstyle, it's a fun playstyle. I like to play Stall, I like to play against Stall The reason I drafted stall is kinda because I want to face it myself, so I kinda guess that if I do it, if I draft it maybe in the future, karma will hit back or something, I don't know. And I get to plan for stall team myself. But here we go anyway. I'm actually not gonna like, I haven't checked these battles, so I battled yesterday, but I didn't like recheck it, so I don't exactly remember always what's gonna happen, so I'm more like gonna comment on my plays as they go instead of like saying them in advance. So, but anyway, I think I'm gonna lead off with my Toxapex, as it is with the Lopunny, and I want to set up some these spikes as soon as possible. So he just goes for fake out, and I'm not exactly sure why Lopunny still run fake out. They don't really need it that much. I guess it's nice chip damage, but I probably wouldn't run it like that much. I get that T-Spikes up as a Magiarna comes in. I'm like, there's like a very little chance, like 25% chance that if it's specs, one of the specs with Thunderbolt, it can kill my Toxapex. But if it wasn't, I would have gone for another T-Spike. But I decided I don't want to take the risk, so I switch into my Victini because he can check the Magiarna as he makes a double. And wait, this is going way too fast now. Okay, so yeah. No, I'm going to Blissey. Okay, yeah. What the hell? As he brings in Crobat. Yeah, now I'm following again. So he brings in Crobat. I switch into my Victini as he goes for the taunt. And now he has to switch out because he doesn't know if I'm scarfed or what. And he brings in Milotic, which gets poisoned, and I would have liked it to get the like toxic poison, but regular poison is good because, as you know, I need just some residual damage on it to beat it with Victini. And now I make a very big prediction. I predict the Milotic want to switch out against my Whimsicott. I go for Stun Spore and I catch the Crobat, which is very nice. It's kinda bad at the same time because now I can't burn it with my Toxapex, but the Paralysis is very nice, as you'll see later. I'll tell you why it's very nice. But he still outspeeds all my slow ass mons, so I can't set up more T-Spikes. I was more just going for the para there to get up T-Spikes again. I don't really need them though. I go for Scald just to damage the Crobat, and I get a burn. So it was like very unfortunate for him, but honestly my Giorno was his better switching. But he gets up the rocks, which if he manages to pressure my Fortress, maybe a bit hard for me to actually get rid of. I go for Curse now against the Chomp because I see that he's actually not Bandit or Scarf, but in comes Teasing. I switch into Fortress because I haven't seen any other moves on Taunt and Defox, so I actually have to. I just want to scout in case he would have the random Giga Train, even though it wouldn't make much sense against my team. But I did it anyways because it also gives me a chance to spin. As he brings in Milotic, and as I try to go for Volt Switch, he brings in Garchomp, and I definitely don't want to stay in because he could have Fire Blast. I want to scout for that, so I go into my Quagsire, and as we see, Fire Blast does absolutely nothing, and we know that Quagsire is gonna wall this thing very like completely. I set up a Curse. I don't know, kind of pointless, but at least this means that like if I go for Waterfall or EQ, sorry, the Magiarna won't be able to switch in. I go for Waterfall though because it hits everything, and get some nice chip against the Milotic. So I can bring him Fortress back in, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit reckless with the Fortress at this early game because I let it get a weakened a bit too much. I mean, I'm max specially defensive, and he gets a burn, which is annoying because I can't recover with my leftovers. Luckily, with the new mechanics, I won't lose health either. But I go for Volt Switch again as he brings in the Chomp again, and I mean, the thing is that he can now get his rocks up again. But like, I don't really care. Right now, it's very important for me to just get that chip damage on the Chomp. So I just go for Earthquake to damage the Melodic, and every time Melodic comes in, it's my chance to bring in a Blissey. But he makes a very solid double there, goes into Talonflame expecting my Blissey, and I don't really know which set he is. Actually, I mean, I did very few calcs during this game because I wanted to like be relatively quick, so like I could have calced this. I think he's banded like after the match because he obviously was choiced, and any other set wouldn't really make sense. I think here I'm gonna stay in because I know he has Volt Switch, and I'm just gonna recover to see what he does. And he just switches out, and I recover again, and now he has just a chance to recover with Milotic, but it means that I can bring my Blissey and heal Ball off the burn from the fortress, and I can proceed to Fire of a Wish too, which is awesome. And in comes a Crobat, and no, I mean now I click the heal obviously. So right now I don't want to. No, actually, I go for Seismic Toss for some reason. I guess I figured that I want to damage something, and I mean damage on Talonflame is good too. I go into my Toxapex as he goes for U-turn. I don't really want to like risk and over-predict a U-turn because I don't really have to. Here comes this thing, the Magiarna, and now he reveals a Comet, and I actually kind of forgot that that's what I expected in the first place. And as I said, I haven't really been calking, so I didn't realize that he's not Specs. So, but as we see, the Flash Cannon still does nothing. Actually, I expect him to be Z move, but I don't think I ever saw the Z move being used, so I don't really know. I go for Wish. I probably should have gone for the Soft Boil, to be honest, but now I at least get a very nice switch into my physically defensive Victini, and right here I can go for Bolt Strike as in comes the Melodic, which apparently thinks that he can beat me. He has way Comberry, so he definitely was prepared for the Victini, but he didn't prepare for Taunt and Light Screen. So he's in a range of Bolt Strike potentially killing me, but it's not like guaranteed. So I actually rather just go for Light Screen, take a little bit less damage from Scald, and then have a guaranteed kill with Bot Struck. But he just switches out into Jump, and he makes a nice double prediction to get. Oh wait, how did he go again? Well, he makes a double prediction, but like I gotta get it by, or can I just? Oh yeah. Okay, let me pause. Sorry, I'm a bit. I'm really following, but like now I know what happens here. Okay, so. He switches out into Guard Jump. As I said at the screen. Okay, now he clicks. I mean, I go into Quaxir, and the way that he brings in the Talonflame kind of makes me think that he might be the natural gift set. So I want to scout for that and go into my Toxapex as he goes for U-turn. Yeah, this is like my thought process here. And in comes Crobat, and I'm just like, I have nothing to do against this thing, so I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna switch out into my Quaxir as he makes a nice aggressive play, goes for Talonflame again, and I'm again like, even though it makes no sense, like he didn't go for it last time, so like would he be so bossy that he sees if I'm gonna scout for it? No, he U-turns again, and this time gets in the Magiarna, and that was well played by him because he gets rid of the Light Screen. So it was, I should have just stayed in with my Quaxir and like attacked what was in front of me or something. And now he managed. I must bring in the Fortress against the Magiarna as he manages to wear me down a lot with the Volt Switch, and to the point where I may not be even able to spin at all in this match, but I can bring the Quaxir in against the Talonflame, and Melodic is very low, but I don't really care if he recovers because to me personally I find more important that I get my Blissey healed, because now some of my mons are very weak, and mainly Blissey and Fortress, so I just want to like first I soft-boiled. Melodic is at full. I don't care. I know that I will be able to beat it with my Victini. And I just gonna wish up as he brings in Talonflame, and he goes for U-turn, which actually this time I predict pretty nicely. And this is kind of a misplay. I go for softball for no reason really, and kind of like lose a turn, maybe of seismic toss or something. In comes the Magiarna on my wish, and I go into my Victini because like if he goes for floor cannon, my foragers will die. I don't want that to happen. I rather keep the momentum and with my like bringing Victini to gain it, and opponent just gets some chip with fake out, and I go for ball strike. I do nice 31%, probably a little bit of a high roll. I'm not even sure, but I'm just gonna, I guess, fault switch again, or no, taunt. I mean ball strike again, but I go for taunt instead. Nice chip for the jump, and in comes the melodic back again. She predicts my Quaxer to come in very nicely. And here, what do? I think I go into Blissey because it's like, it always kinda, I can just go into Blissey, get up some wishes, and now I was really thinking whether I want to wish into my fortress, and I really should have done that. Scald had a roll to kill me, and I was really thinking, do I want to go for it? It was like 50% chance. And I did not go, I went for Victini instead, and he as he switches, so I would have got the fortress back to pretty much full health, but I didn't do that, unfortunately. But I go for bolt strike, I get a crit, and he's at 30%, and I go for bolt strike, not really care about the rolls. I actually think that he wasn't maybe even fully physically defensive, because I think all of my rolls did like at least 13, so, or I just got good rolls, either of those. But in comes Lopunny, I'm like, actually I will beat this 1v1, so I just go for bolt strike as he returns, and he's in the range of big crate, so I can just kill him, revealing my last move at the same time. And turn 60 the first kill, and turn 62 already 2 months gone, which is awesome. And in comes the Talonflame, and I have my Gaxier here, so at this point I already know that he has no grass coverage. I mean, it would make sense. It would not make sense anymore. So I go into my Quaxer. He brings in the Crobat, but now this is a very important thing that he's paralyzed, because basically I can be able to potentially beat the Crobat with my Quaxer, and also set up curses on possible parahacks, and or that's how I can beat it 1v1. Also, now I reveal my liquidation, which does a lot more than a Scald, and I get a free switch into my Quaxer on his expected roost. And now it's, I mean, yeah, of course, he's probably gonna taunt me again, as he is, but I think I'm gonna go for Waterfall to do some damage. I basically have to like just wait when he gets paralysis on my recover or curse. But right now I'm like, now I think I have to go for Earthquake as he gets fully para. And this is the point where I did not want that to happen. But right here I'm of course gonna curse right now, like kinda trying to fish for the para, and I get it. So like, it's unfortunate, but it kinda was gonna happen eventually. He taunts me, but I go for Waterfall. I do a lot of damage, 35%. And I have no reason to not click Waterfall again, as he goes into Guard Jump, and it's gonna actually go for Earthquake, yeah, because he kinda had to either switch out or roost. So in comes the Magiarna though, which forces me out. Floor Cannon is gonna kill me, even if it's not specs. And I'm gonna Blissey, it does 27%, which is quite a lot. Of course, I was also feared of the Z move, but as I said, it never came out, so I don't know what it was, or even if he had it. I think he might have had like Electrium Z for the Toxapex, but he never went for it, which I don't know, didn't really make sense to me. Anyway, I'm just gonna, like, Talonflame comes in on the Blissey, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna softboiled up and kinda see if he wants to attack and let it die to its own recoil. And I'm actually surprised that I don't die, but Blissey is pretty bulky too, so that's nice. And like I was gonna sack my Blissey to like have the double down, but didn't need to. I leave Talonflame didn't, and I get a curse on the Brave Bird of the Crobat, and I'm just gonna waterfall. I didn't recover once on a taunt, which I'm pretty proud of. I mean, I was just like, I didn't need to recover at all, basically. And now I'm gonna sack Wax here as he goes for Calm Mind, but he's in the, actually he comes down to a Seismic Toss range after my Earthquake. So I don't really even like have to care, so. I can just bring in Blissey and he still doesn't show the Z move, so I don't know if he had it, but Blissey kills the Magiarna, 83 turns battle, and we get a 6-0, but it's not like it doesn't really explain all what happened in this match, because when you play stall, it kinda tends to end up 6-0 in somebody's favor. Either the stall players or the other one's favor. So this time it was me. I'm pretty proud of my prep. It worked very well against what he brought. Had also some pretty I think innovative sets there, especially Victini. Also the Quaxir wasn't really the most generic one, even the Toxapex. So I was very proud of this match. And I played well, too. Very safe, except for some aggressive plays like the Stun Spore on the Crobat switch in turn 6. Whimsicott didn't really do anything in this match. I kinda hoped I would have had Anchor instead of Taunt, but luckily it didn't like come down to that either. So we have now our record is 4-0 with differential of 19. While the next best is 3-1 with differential of 3. So if we lose our next battle 6-0 and Swampy wins 6-0 against whoever he's gonna play, we are still gonna lead this league. So I guess that's pretty cool. But anyway, thanks to Greg. I really hope you're gonna bounce back. You have a very good team. So like one of my favorites this season, so I have no doubt that you'll do that. But yeah, better luck next time. This is Stipe signing out. Bye.